Good morning, Super K. How is your wound healing? It looks like it's healing super well. Thank you, Saint Joseph, for sending Carrie Nagel to heal Super K. Thank you for the miracle of bringing Super K back to life. Super K, you already used 7 of your 9 lives. You only have 2 more lives left. So you need to use those lives wisely. You are now retired from going out. You'll just be an indoor cat. And I hope you'll be happy being an indoor cat, because that is what you need. Oh, I love your tail. Your tail is so cute. Your face is so cute. You are such a cute cat. Okay, let's massage this body of yours. Look at your fur. See, you are now he has this bouncing. He has this bounce now on his body, because before there was even nothing to. Hey, don't touch me. I mean, don't bite me. You don't want me to touch you. You have to learn how to be touched. You silly cat. Actually, Super K did not like me doing this before. You see how he almost beat me, or he acted like that? Next time I know he was biting me. I think we became closer. Right, Super K? Your illness helped us become closer. Your near-to-death experience helped us to become closer. There's a little wound there. Probably that's a wound from a cat fight. See, you got beaten by a cat, by another cat. That created infection in his chest. So what did I do to save Super K? Well, I prayed to Saint Joseph for a miracle to restore the health of our cat. Applied the oil of Saint Joseph from his shrine in Canada. And I added, well, actually it's a combination of 4 oils. The healing oil of Saint Joseph, the healing oil from Brother Carmelo Cortez, comfrey oil, and holy oil. So I used that oil to massage because Super K's lymph nodes, this area here, I think that's called lymph node, was so swollen. So in the morning that we brought him to the vet, he only had a small lump on his throat. So the vet did nothing except, when they found out that he has his his white blood cells were twice as much as his, twice or 3 times, but it was very high, twice as much as his red blood cells. I said that he has kidney failure and he was dying. So his vet recommended that we bring him to the hospital pet hospital to be hydrated because he was so dehydrated because he was not eating for 3 days before that, although he was drinking. But because he was inside the house and he had no litter box, that's probably why his kidney got affected, because he's an indoor-outdoor cat and he does his thing outside. So he had no litter box inside the house. Actually, he has litter box, but he doesn't use it. So the doctor said hospitalize him and pay $3,000 at least, with no certainty that will fix his problem, or euthanize him, because $3,000 is a lot of money. In fact, we just spent $2,600 last May to fix his teeth, because he had root canal, and also he had another fight again, and we probably spent already $10,000 on this cat on his lifetime, with all the fights that he had. That's why I said he already used his 7 lives from all those near-death experiences. For so many times he had this cone of shame. He had to wear this cone of shame that he did not really like. Right, Super K? So, yeah, not having $3,000 to spend in the hospital, probably even if we do, with his age and the uncertainty that he will really live that long, we decided to bring him home and take care of him until his last breath. And my sister Jeanette, so he wasn't eating, but luckily my sister Jeanette sent me this video on how to feed a cat that's not eating. So you have to put the food in syringe and then insert it in his mouth, and that's how he was eating. He would drink water. He would litter too. He would use his litter box. And I used those oil. Okay, let me go back. I used those combination of 4 healing oils and massage his lymph node that has grown super big on that day. So I just massage it like this. Nothing. Actually, he was full of fur. This was covered with hair. So this part was shaved by the vet, by Carrie, when she came in, and she came actually to euthanize him at home. But okay, let me go back to my story on the healing oil. So with the healing oil, I just massage him like this, very gently, very gently. And then the following morning, it burst. It was so stinky, so we just tried to clean it with paper towel, and not having anything to heal him except the oils, and of course prayers. We prayed so hard, and then I have never cried in my life before the way I cried on the thought of the death of this cat. So I used the Compre poultice and applied it here, and every time I would do that, it would calm down Super K. Right, Super K? And he will just stay there and relax. And I continued to feed him with using syringe and just insert on this side of his mouth. And Every time he would litter and he would pee, I would be super super happy. And the first time actually, well, okay, let's see. Let me go back. And Monday, because the vet doc, the first vet sentencing of euthanasia happened on Thursday, right? So over that holiday, and that was November 10, 2022. So November 11 was a veterans holiday. I spent that day taking care of the cat, and then same thing with Saturday and Sunday. Continued feeding him until I stumbled into this YouTube of a vet saying that, what do you do with, how do you take care of a cat with kidney problems? And he said, you could hydrate your cat using an IV fluid. There's a term that I cannot pronounce, substantial something fluid. So practically, I searched for a vet or in pharmacy, called everybody to find that fluid. And I found one in LA, but you have to drive. It's so far away. Probably we would have, if no, I don't know, probably it was so far. But Tuesday we brought our cat, knowing that that thing probably could save him, the IV fluid plus antibiotics. We brought him to another vet in South Salinas, who said the same thing and even threatened us of animal abuse for keeping our cat alive. And she said that, we have to kill our cat as soon as possible, because animal abuse is reportable to SPCA. So how can you say it's an animal abuse to work hard in keeping your cat alive, and two veterinarians refuse to give him antibiotics that would cure his infection, and IV fluid that would hydrate his dehydrated body? So unwillingly, we asked for a recommendation if there's a pet euthanasia, and we were given the name of Carrie Najel, a mobile veterinarian who specializes in euthanasia, pet euthanasia at home. So we made an appointment to Carrie on Wednesday. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, on November 16, to schedule euthanasia for Super K. Well, actually, let me go back. That was the second schedule of euthanasia for Super K, because the first one was with his primary vet, and supposedly it would have been done on Saturday, November 12. But on that day, when I was praying my 29th of the 33 days novena to Saint Joseph, the 29th day was praying for the sick. Saint Joseph is a miracle worker and hope for the sick. So I prayed to Saint Joseph. I lifted Super K on that novena, and we canceled his first euthanasia schedule. Yeah, I know, that's a long story, right? Already on 14 minutes. So on Wednesday, November 16, well, actually the night before that, I texted to Carrie the pictures of Francis and Joseph that day. So I took a picture of Joseph carrying Super K midnight before November 16 and sent that to Carrie. And also that morning of Francis telling me not to give up on Super K, and Carrie looked at those pictures, and he looked at the picture of Super K being held by Joseph, and he said that his eyes look like, she called me and she said that his eyes look like the eyes of a cat that has the will to live. So she said that she brings antibiotics and other emergency supplies in her car, and we will see if she could do something for Super K, but there was no really guarantee. So the primary objective of her coming to our home was still to euthanize Super K. So November 16 at 3 o'clock when she came, she looked at she asked us if we want, we all begged her to save Super K's life. So she looked into his eyes and saw that will to live, and she started treating his wound. First, she shaved the hair of Super K and cleaned it and gave him antibiotics. The cleaning of the wound was really so intense. It was so stinky. Just imagine all the abscess that she drained from the wound. And then she taught us how to administer the IV fluid. And here is Super K now. Almost 1 week after that almost death experience. From the death sentence, actually. And thank you, Saint Joseph, for this miracle of life of Super K. We pray that he will have, that those 2 lives left will mean many, many, many years more to live for our dearly beloved cat, who now likes to be touched by me. Before, he actually did not like me touching him. I don't know why, but now suddenly we became best friends. Look like it. Maybe a Super K. Maybe, just maybe. Actually, I could feel some knots here on his body, probably from the water, from the IV fluid that we had been injecting every day. So let's massage and release those knots. Look, he's positioning. I don't know if he's positioning to bite me or he's positioning for this massage. So sometimes he will do like that and then start biting me. He's a wild cat. This cat is an indoor-outdoor cat. He was already 9 months old when he was caught by the animal control officers. I think he was caught by Baliska, by Officer Baliska or Debbie, one of them. So I used to work at the animal shelter. I was their finance manager. Here you go. And once a week, the beginning of working with the health department, environmental health bureau, I used to go to the animal shelter because I had my little work area there. And of course, when you're in the animal shelter, you get to see their cute pets, cats and dogs, waiting to be adopted. And that's when my boys were asking for a dog. But I know that dogs are more work than cats. So I met them halfway and agreed on a cat. And Francis and I, picked Super K because he was already big and he was already behaved. And he gave me a look that said, "Mommy, bring me home. Mommy, bring me home." Right, Super K? He's big. I wonder how big he is now. How heavy. Because he was 13 pounds. And he went down to 9 pounds. He probably is what, 11, back to 10 or 11 pounds now. Because at 13 pounds, his vet said he was overweight, and we had to diet him because this cat loves to eat. His appetite actually came back. So, welcome back, Super K. We love you. We love you, and we love you, and we love you.